Alrighty, so gonna get started. Hi everyone. Welcome to my new page, RenewwithJu. This is actually very exciting, but very different for me. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm excited. So yeah, as you guys know, well, some of you guys know, I'm Judy, the owner of Entice and Renew, and I just wanted to encourage you guys and inspire you guys in a different way. So basically, you know, Entice and Renew just helps promote health and wellness in the most holistic way possible. I mean, there is no other way. And but now I'm pushing myself further into a fitness journey, which is very interesting. And I've worked out and, you know, things like that. Most of you guys know I've lost weight, but some work can still be done, obviously. So yeah, here we are. So basically, like, what to expect. The one thing is being transparent. That is very important to me because, like I said before, I spoke about like ways to transition into a healthy lifestyle, but I never really talked about how to be successful in making that lifestyle change. And throughout my journey, I've had some good things and I also had some challenges. I did some yo-yos and all of that and the back and forth and everything. So yeah, transparency is the number one. So you're going to see the good, the bad, and the experience. I'm not saying ugly because I'm not speaking that in my life. And I feel like everyone always talks about the good and everything, you know, behind the screen, like, oh yeah, I'm eating healthy. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. Oh yeah, I just crushed a workout. What about through the workout? Like, what was that experience like? You know what I mean? No one ever talks about when you want to actually give up, but then it's like that motivation behind, like, why am I still going to keep going? You know? Because I definitely had those moments, and I know I am definitely going to have these moments again. Yeah, so I'm obviously still going to continue my healing journey. Shout out to my chiropractor, Kim, Dr. Kim from Kim Chiropractic in Melrose Park in Philly. And he's really like helped me a lot, nutrition wise, through muscle testing and just helping me push my health to a different level eternally, you know. So that's still gonna happen. I actually had my first coaching call today and it went well. It actually went very, very well. So this whole journey, I am getting coached, which is interesting. I do well with being coached, but there were some things I was just like, I don't know about. It is, I'm not endorsing nobody. I'm not gonna say like what program I'm like going through as of yet. I will eventually, but I did have I think one of my main concerns with it is I have to count. I don't do well with counting. I don't like counting. I've always hated it. One of the things is because, one, it's annoying. I find it very annoying. Two, it works, but then I found like when I stopped, all my results just went like down the drain. It just went in the trash can. And that bothered me. And like I said, who wants to sit there and have to like count every little thing every time you're making a meal? Which is why I had pushed myself to paleo at the time and then eventually went plant-based because it's just a natural way of eating and everything's good. But obviously if you want certain results in your body, you do have to do the whole counting thing. I get it. You know, learning process. Yeah, so like how do I feel about this whole thing? I actually don't know how I feel about it yet. Well, it starts Sunday, so I'm the type of person to just dive in. Like, because if I sit here and, you know, think about it too much, or take baby steps into something, it's just not going to happen. So I've always been a cold turkey type of girl. So Sunday it is. I'm diving right in. Boom. I will say, to be honest with you, like, so my goal with this whole thing is, I remember them asking me, so what is your goal? What are you looking to get out of this? And I was just like, I don't know. I said, I just want to push my body to the next level. But like, what's next level? Like, what does that look like? What does that mean? As far as body image, I'm okay with myself. I really do love myself. Because years ago, it was just not, the confidence was just not there. I hated the way I looked. It was just like everything. I didn't like nothing about myself. And I learned to love myself. You know, this is who I am. You know, and I am striving to be more healthier, to be more fit, and, you know, so with that question, I still didn't know how to answer that. So I'm like, you know what? I just want to fit into a size large. I wear extra large now. And you know, it's crazy. I never thought I would have actually ever gotten into an extra large. Like, I can go into a store and buy clothes. Like, I remember shopping. Oh my gosh, shopping was like the worst years ago. It was like the worst experience. I hated it. Now it's fine. You know, no big deal. So yeah, so that's basically my goal, to get into a size large. I don't know what my body's going to look like. I don't have the expectation. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but I'm just not, I don't know. I'm just not that person to be like, oh, I want to be this way. I want to look like this. And I feel like this academy that I'm with, they kind of like put a lot of emphasis on image. And I'm like, whatever, but I'm not really about that part of it, if that makes sense. So yeah, so with this whole like exercising thing, I was pretty good being active, exercising, and then the pandemic hit, and it was just like, boom. Yeah, I got kind of lazy. Then I started back up exercising, being consistent again, and then it was just like, you know. Now, the summertime was easier because it's nice outside. I love walking. I will walk all day if I could. Like, it don't matter, long distance, whatever. Me and my friend, we did a lot of hiking. I'm so excited because I'm like, we got to get back into that. Going on the little adventures. I still remember climbing that mountain. That was crazy. That was quite an experience. So yeah, so being more active, that's not hard at all. You know, I actually like exercising. It actually feels very good. I prefer working out in the morning for me. If I have to work out in the afternoon, I'm okay. I mean, like in the evening or whatever, I'm okay with that. But morning time, it like really wakes my body up. I feel good. I feel motivated. I'm like, boom, I'm ready to tackle the day. But with the, with these workouts, I'm like, ooh, this is going to be some hardcore stuff. And I'm like, am I going to be able to get through this? Am I going to be able to do this? Like, it's not going to be a class of hardcore. It's going to be me by myself in my living room with hardcore. Have I done hardcore before? Yes. But I don't know. I think the whole thing is just intimidating me a little bit, but that's just something I'll get over, and I'm getting over. It is what it is. I think the other thing with the exercising is I'm not as active as I used to be. I mean, well, so when I say that, I mean like just an everyday basis, because now on my job, with my new job, I am at a computer. I work from home like 100% now, so I'm at a computer a lot. So like the mobility on just an everyday average basis is not there. So I really have to like tackle my schedule to be like, okay, I got to get these 10,000 steps in. Like, and I can do it because when I used to work in childcare, I used to legit be like standing, like, I don't know, just doing stuff, and like, rocking back and forth, like two-stepping back and forth, or marching in place, or I would just like walk circles. I will say I'm very happy that spring is approaching, because it'll make this so much easier, because it's like cold outside now, and I don't mind walking in the cold, but I'm not walking in like 30-degree weather. I'm not walking in 19-degree weather. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So I'm actually very happy about that piece, that the spring is coming. The sun will be out, and that just pushes everything more. It just helps me be more motivated. And then the days feel longer, because the day feels short. Like, although it's not that late, it feels late to me. So the biggest part of this thing that I'm tackling is my emotions behind why I have the relationship with food that I have. It's something that I've never really got down to the bottom of. I know a piece of it is generational. I got to the bottom of that part. But as far as like what led me into having like issues of being overweight, or like, you know, binging, like having binge moments and different things like that. That's the part y'all don't know about me in my past. I would say I started getting bigger around, I remember every year, I would say every summer, I will always be able to fit the clothes that I had from the prior summer. That one year, I think I was in from 7th grade into 8th grade, I gained weight. And I couldn't fit my clothes. It was just like a 1, 2, 3. Now from 8th grade to high school, yeah, I think every year I was just like gaining. And, but the thing was, and this is me being transparent and being honest and being raw, I used to overeat. And I didn't just overeat, I actually used to hide food and eat. So like I would eat dinner, and then I don't know, maybe an hour later, 2 hours later, or not even, I would go and eat more. And I actually remember like yesterday, my father asking one time, like, what happened to the food? Like, there was more than this, whatever. Because he used to always just, it was the two of us, so it was like leftovers, whatever. So I ain't say nothing, but he suspected, and then he figured it out. But that was a whole spiel. I don't know if y'all remember that, what is that, that TLC video, Unpretty? That girl, the girl that had, the overweight girl. I remember looking at that video, and I used to watch that video all the time. I was like, oh my gosh, that is me. Everything about that video was me. When I say everything, that was a secret that nobody knew. But now you guys know. Obviously I don't have those issues no more. Thank our Heavenly Father for that. So yeah. So another piece of the backstory of why I changed my lifestyle, or just always, because I think, okay, so when I first started learning about health, I did Weight Watchers. I lost 20 pounds, gained 20 pounds, lost 20 pounds, gained 20 pounds, and I thought I was eating healthy, then I didn't. And then I learned about paleo, and I remember crying because I was like, I thought I was doing everything right, and I had it all wrong, and blah, 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 blah. And then I did paleo, and I actually lost a lot of weight. I was actually the smallest I ever was. So it's crazy because the amount of weight I weigh now, I weighed then, but my body frame was actually smaller. But that was because I was working out harder. So I was actually at my smallest point. Although my weight is the same as it was when I was at that smallest point. And like, I just lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so with the paleo and the chiropractor, I was just really upset that I was just doing everything wrong. And I changed to that, and I was able to just eat better. Like, so I didn't find it like very constrictive as much. Like some people kind of perceive it to be restrictive, but I was okay with that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I didn't eat dairy. Yeah, I didn't eat grains anymore, but I didn't miss it. I liked meat, so I was like, okay, I'll just eat meat and vegetables, no big deal. Like sweet potatoes, plantain, like, all right, I'm good. You know, I think I used to eat like cauliflower rice, so I was fine. And I didn't have cravings. Like I felt full longer. I was able to fast. So it was just amazing. So that actually helped me like have a better relationship with food. But I would still have moments. I would still have my greedy moments. You know, even now being plant-based, I have my greedy moments. Like, okay, make me some kale chips. But like, how much kale chips, Judy? See, so it's always a little hard, like with that piece. But the other thing is, I don't know if a lot of you guys know. So like, everyone always talks about that. What is that show? My 600-pound loved one or whatever. And I feel like people always, they be like, oh, how somebody can let themselves get that big and all of this and blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, they really just have no idea what it's like gaining weight and not realizing it, or gaining weight and not, I don't know, not paying attention to it. It's kind of hard to explain. I feel like just people always got something to say until it happens to them. But the main thing is this beautiful woman right here, my mama. I love her. She passed away at 40. I'm 34. And as you can see, she is overweight. She's very, very overweight. And this is why when I see that show, you know, my 600-pound loved one and whatever, like people always joking and say stuff like that, but I'm like, it's not funny. Like there's nothing funny about that, because like it's real. It's like a very real thing. People just see the outside, but they don't see the inside of whatever traumas a person was going through, that food was their comfort, you know, and why they use food as that comfort, you know, trauma, emotions, like just everything. That's just how they coped. Some people cope with alcohol, some people cope with drugs, some people cope with food. So it's like, just stop being ignorant. I'm sorry, it is what it is. But yeah, 40. I am 34 years old. Like, the path that I was headed on was the same exact pattern. The same exact pattern. And if I didn't change anything about myself, who knows what now would look like. I mean, if you want to talk about genetics, so-called genetics, when it's not genetics, it's actually the habits that are passed down. Hey y'all. That is the biggest lie in the health, in the, what do you call it, Western medicine. They always say, oh, it's genetics, it's genetics. Genetics ain't got nothing to do with anything most of the time. It's the habit. Because what the parents do, the children do. And then those children teach it to their children, you know, and that's where it was. So that pattern I was picking up with the food. I still can't pinpoint at what point in my life it was an issue causing that overeating, but that's actually what I'm going to deal with now through this journey. And I am going to, again, be transparent about that. So yeah, let me see what else. There is going to be a lot of more quotes, more just inspiration about like mental health and mindset, because a lot of this has to deal with mindset. A lot of times we just dive into like, oh, I want to change this about myself. I want to change that. And it just happens so quickly that we don't even take us like a moment back, like, whoa, are we ready to change? You know, and actually like go through the process so it's successful. And that's the biggest piece that I was missing. And just, that was the biggest piece of me encouraging you guys, you know, towards your own health journeys, is how to be successful in it. So there is going to be, there is going to be a lot more of that as well. So yeah, this whole like coaching thing I'm going through, like I have to do like more than affirmations, which is fine. But I actually had to change some of them affirmations because I was like, I'm not a prideful person, and I'm not trying to be prideful and ignorant. So, or conceited, whatever you want to call it. That's just not my personality. That's not me. So I did change some of the affirmations around. Journaling, I have to journal, which I kind of already journal anyway. I don't journal every day, but I journal most of the time. And so I was looking for one, and I actually found this journal. It's called Faith and Fitness, and I actually really love it. I'm so excited. And I bought markers too. I'm sorry. I'm like a kid. I needed to make this exciting and have something to look forward to just make it a little more less nerve-wracking, I guess. So like this journal is so it's like today I'm praising God for, and then it's like 3 things. Then the soul goal I can't reach without God is, one thing I will surrender to Him. Today I will honor my God, today I will honor my bod God gave me by blah blah blah. Then they have the nourishing, which is today's fuel, the move, which is that the day's activity, and then it's pray, which is the request, today's request that you would have that day. And then it's like little check-ins, feel active in the word, thankful, habit. And then it's like a little verse, and then you can just like go with that verse. Like go, what do you call that? Reflect on it. So that is really cool. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But I'm going to be using this journal. Using my Bible, of course, because I can't do anything without God first. He's actually pushing me. He's actually pushing me to this. I'm going through so many transitions right now. It's just so crazy. Like, I'm like, okay, can we slow down a bit? But nope, I got to keep up. So yeah, I do want to end with a quote. I do love quotes. I used to do this at my old job. Every time I used to facilitate the support group, I used to always end with a quote. And if I didn't have one, I used to get yelled at. So this one is, it is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to imitate someone else's life perfectly. I really like that. It is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to imitate someone else's life perfectly. Yeah, it just makes me think of social media. Everyone just wants to make everything so like perfect. I can definitely come on here and be like, yes guys, I'm going through this fitness journey and it's gonna be so great and da 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 da. No, you getting the real, okay? You getting the real, the good, the bad, and the experience, because I am perfectly imperfect. And this is the reason why everybody all jacked up in some way, shape, or form, because everybody try to walk around like they're perfect and they're not. And no one wants to share the truth. We need the truth. And I'm tired of the lies. So, yes, RenewwithJu is going to give you the truth. Because this whole renewal process, it is not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy at all. But I will say, overall, I am excited. And I can't wait to take you guys along with this journey. Yes, Robert, it is so true. Like, it is so true. And yeah, and just side note, like, you know, if anyone ever just needs an encouraging word, or you just want to just reach out and need somebody to talk to or whatever, I'm here. You know, I am not a therapist, you know, but I'm always a opening ear, you know, so, because we all need support in one shape, way, or form. And so yeah, that's it. But so Sunday it begins, and Sunday I will be going live again. I probably won't announce it. I'll probably just like randomly do it, like I don't know, here and there, and then I mean it'll get saved and y'all catch it anyway. But I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I'm very nervous because I still can't believe that I'm doing this. I still can't believe I'm doing this. Yeah. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for joining and listening, and I appreciate you. Love y'all.